The main steps of where I was basically, I would say it all began at university, you know, starting with my degree, but also doing a lot outside my degree, making sure that I was able to come out of Queen's University with not only the degree but also a lot more behind me, a lot more experience. So that kind of stood me up well for basically going into the industry and trying to find my feet there. And then it was through that then I had to specialise, so I decided to specialise in post-production, and through that I was able to give the opportunity for working at Yellow Moon Post-Production in Hollywood, and then moved on from there to London. I would say try and do as much work even outside the degree as possible. Try and get yourself involved in doing short films outside, as well as investing as much time with the staff there as possible to learn from them, and to really make your mark. I would advise any student to basically grab a hold of a camera, get behind on an editing suite, and basically do the long hours before they take up any position that they feel that they can contribute to a lot more than even what is asked of the role. And I think that's what's important for any student, is that maybe they can go beyond the role that they've been given and kind of see a progression in the future with a lot different skill sets to offer.
Well, how I got to what I'm doing today was first of all by starting a new theatre, and my experience in new theatre gave me a passion for the theatre and the arts, and as I went through then my university career, that passion both for the arts and for young people being involved in the arts really grew. I think the course at Queen's, the drama course at Queen's, which was quite new at the time, was great and giving you lots of independence to create your own work and come up with your own ideas. So that really sort of got me inspired to work in the career I'm in now.
My top tip would be learn how to write an email inviting someone out for a coffee. I think it's really great, because if you can get the email right and get the tone of it right, people will be keen to come out and meet and talk to you, because they work in the creative industry, so they're usually friendly and talkative and want to talk about their work and what they do. So if there's someone that you really admire, a company that you've seen some of their shows or seen some of their films, and you're like, oh, wonder who did that, go on. The internet's a brilliant thing. You can find out whatever you need to, who was involved in which department. You can probably find their email address online without too much difficulty, and just ask if you can take them out for a coffee and pick their brain and learn more about them as a person, because people are happy to meet and tell about their stories as well. So that would be my top tip.
Enough to go?
Yeah, ready when you are.
Okay. So how did you get to do, sorry.
Can't work on this.
How did you get to do what you're doing today?
I studied drama at Queen's, drama and English. When I graduated, I wasn't too sure about what I wanted to do. Went and did some travelling. When I was away travelling, I asked a theatre producer for a coffee, just to meet them and hear more about their job and what they do. And we had a good meeting, and she offered me to come in and just do some work in my free time for free. And I did, and I really enjoyed it. And when I came back home to Belfast, the MAC, which is an art centre here, was looking for a theatre producer to come in on a more official internship. So the timing was perfect, and I was able to go in there for a year on a theatre producer internship with the MAC and produce a couple of shows. And from that then they kept me on as a theatre programmer for a while, and then just recently I've moved to a theatre company called Prime Cut as their associate producer. So I'm producing their touring work and getting to travel a bit. So it's been great.
What were the main steps? I suppose you've kind of probably highlighted some of them, but what were the kind of key steps for you kind of getting from each?
I think that progress was, first of all, trying to learn more about where I wanted to go precisely, and talking to people who'd been there and trying to learn from their experiences. And that first step was just putting yourself out there and trying to offer to help in any way possible, and doing the boring tasks, I suppose, and being happy to do that, and getting those your responsibilities then kind of go up. So once I'd done that a bit, and then I got the longer internship, which was over a year at the MAC, and that just gives you more time to kind of embed yourself in and try and get in there and help out and try and make yourself that they can't really dispose of you at the end of it and say you want to get a job at the end of this, and hopefully you get enough responsibilities that then they don't want to get rid of you by the time it's over.
one more question. What is your top tip for those wanting to pursue a career in the creative arts?
Top tip would be learn how to write an email inviting someone out for a coffee. I think it's really great, because if you can get the email right and get the tone of it right, people will be keen to come out and meet and talk to you, because they work in the creative industry, so they're usually friendly and talkative and want to talk about their work and what they do. So if there's someone that you really admire, a company that you've seen some of their shows or seen some of their films, and you're like, oh, wonder who did that, go on. The internet's a brilliant thing. You can find out whatever you need to, who was involved in which department. You can probably find their email address online without too much difficulty, and just ask if you can take them out for a coffee and pick their brain and learn more about them as a person, because people are happy to meet and tell about their stories as well. So that would be my top tip.
Very good. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Painless, was it?